Okay, as I was saying, make sure that your lace is on the right side, because there is a wrong side and a right side. And make sure that whatever direction the top is going, the bottom is going. So mine is doing that. Woohoo! Okay, now putting the rest of the lace down, I'm just gluing my ends, or the little tips there. These right there. Was my boo-boo. I had to interrupt because there was someone at the door, and it was the mail person. And her name is Mary. And I was going, oh my goodness, what did my husband get now? Because he's always buying something. Of course, I am too, on the internet. And the thing is that it was for me. And I was going, what in the world? But you know what it was? I just bought me a new ribbon cabinet. Well, I don't think it's a cabinet. It's a ribbon holder. And I am so excited because I do already have a ribbon holder. My problem is that every time I get lace on it, because I have so many laces, it won't hold it all first. And second of all, it will unravel. You pull it and it just goes all the way down. Well, my new one, and I can't wait to get it put up, actually has a band to where it stops it from unraveling, or not unraveling, but from, let's say you went to get some ribbon, and that ribbon would just go all the way down to the floor. And the problem is I can't get to it because it's not in a great place. It's behind a door. Oops, look at that. Those are not glued down. That's not a good thing. Let's glue those down. Don't want anything coming up. Okay. Now let's go ahead and glue these and put the lace on, or not the lace, but the pearls on, and we'll be ready to do our arranging. Now, if flower arranging bothers you, or you go, "Ooh, I've never done that before," hey, you got to learn somewhere. You got to start somewhere. Some of you are probably old pros at it. I know I used to do flower arranging for my church. It was one of my hobbies, one of my craft things that I did. I made flower arrangements. Loved it. I still make arrangements, just not as often as I used to. We had a major fire at our church, and our church was kind of in the shape of an L, and it destroyed a building. In fact, I used to work in that building as a ministry assistant, and I actually worked there for 21 years. Well, not in that particular building, but 20 years. 20 years and 8 months, actually. And then I went back and I subbed for people that were out with surgery and different things like that. And so I spent a total of 21 years there. But the thing is that the flower arrangements for the church were all in there. The flower closet was in that building. So many things were in that building. Things for the library. And I was over the library for like 20 years. That was a non-paid position, of course. And I did that at the same time that I was working, and even after I retired. And fortunately, our library had moved to a new building. And so we did not lose any of our books. But anyway, we don't use arrangements like we used to up front. And I noticed that there's still one arrangement that I made. It's at the door as you enter by the office area. So, that one is done. Okay, we've got all of the lace on, all the pearls on. We are ready. I hope I didn't skip anything this time. Now, what we're going to do is I have to look at my original. If you notice, there's 1, 2, 3 flowers. There is and we have leaves, and it has like a wire on it. And then I have 3 paper flowers. Remember I told you 3, 5, 7, 9. That, to where that they look symmetrical. And then I have a spray that comes out this way. And then I have some little pink flowers here and here. So that's what we're going to attempt now. We are going to try and make this look like that. Now, let me see here. Remember I told you I had a boo-boo a while ago? Well, when I have a boo-boo, I have boo-boos. I don't know about you, and I'm not going to try and cover that up. But I did have a boo-boo. And in fact, I think, let me see here. If this is my piece that I lost, here it is, right here. Okay, this piece right here, remember I told you that I was going to put the same thing on this one as I did the other one. Hold just a moment. I have found that I have this little spot down here beside my desk, and it seems to catch everything that it shouldn't, because I have so much on my desk. And so anyway, this is the one, and I do not see the leaf right this moment, but I shall find it. And I'm going to put it over here in the corner. But I've got to fix it to where it goes around. I'm going to put this one at the top. Okay. Let me see here. You know what? Since it's already got the flowers, I'm going to go ahead and use it. You are allowed to change your mind. Okay? There's nothing that says I have to do it that way. Absolutely nothing. And this frame is so large that things get lost under there. I have a, I bought one of those little country kitchen tables. And to work on, I thought, oh boy, that's going to be so much room. But you know what? It wasn't. Either I have too much stuff or I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this down right here. It has wire, so you can bend it, shape it, however you want it. Just make sure that you put enough glue on it that it holds it down. And just hold it for a few seconds. And if it doesn't want to go the way you want to, bend it. It's wire. It's not going to hurt a thing. Put me a little thing of glue right there. We're going to cover this up with flowers in just a minute, so it's not going to show. Oops. See, it wasn't quite ready. If you don't bend it into the glue, it'll let go. Okay. I wish you could see this a little bit better. Let me see if I can get you a little closer. Sorry about that. Whoops, that one's too much, isn't it? Let's go ahead and do back. Okay. Now, that's a lot better, isn't it? Okay, as you can see, I had to adhere it down a couple of places. Now, if you find that you have some glue and you don't cover it, you can always add a couple of leaves if you want to. And so you didn't already know that. Okay, here is my first flower, and it's a carnation. And I'm going to put it right there. And its leaves, its leaves, its petals are going to cover that glue, so we're not going to have that. Now this little flower is just bound and determined that he is going to stick up. Well, I don't want him to stick up, so I'm going to glue him down right there. See, right there. Now I don't like things going flat, and that one is kind of flat now. I kind of hate that because I like things sticking up, but it was just being contrary. And that means difficult. For those of you who are not from East Texas, that means difficult. You're going, she is crazy. I knew what that meant. Okay, somehow we got a little flower stuck there. And it was probably the one that went over there where we were working. Oh, boy, that glue's strong. It's stronger than me. There we go. Now, we've got our flower. Okay, now we're going to glue on the stem as well as on the petal, because we don't want this little guy going anywhere where he's not supposed to. We want him to stay in place. Okay, you can kind of have your flowers stick up. Remember, we're doing in threes. Okay, where's my other big one? You know what? These look smaller sometimes. I think I've got two sizes, and they're just a tiny bit larger than the other one. So we're going to do this in threes. There's three. Gotta have three. Very pleasing to the eye. Okay, one of these days we are going to look at how we put things together. I don't know if you have areas of your home that you decorate, but I think I over-decorate sometimes. Like you do a collage and how you add things. Well, sometimes you just have to, look how we just manipulated that. Cute. Okay, now, but anyway, the vignettes, that's something that I tend to like. I'm looking over here at my at my frame with my flowers, and this one is going here, right in this area, and they are going in that direction, this direction. So let's go ahead and put some glue on there. Remember, this is a mirror image of the other one. We don't want to have something on one side and not on the other. Okay, here we go. Okay, now I am going to add 3 flowers. And these 3 flowers, paper scissors, this small rosebud right here, the wire, you can cut. See the little flower? See the paper flower. So cute. It's a little rosebud. And we're going to put one up here. Right here. Bend your wire. You can do this. Anybody can do this. You just simply have to know what to do. Okay, there we go. We've got one there. And then we're going to do one right about there. Okay, so we're going to do another one. Whoops, we don't want to ruin our scissors. Okay, we're going to pull our wire. You do all things with those wires. You can do little curly cues. You can do all kinds of things. Okay, and then we're going to put another one. 3s. Remember, they're always in 3s. And I'm looking down here at my my frame. This thing does not want to cut. That's okay. I've got the wire cutters right here. Boy, those wire cutters. I've had those for years. They've cut a lot of stems. So is my husband. He's cut a lot of stems for me. Boy, some of those flowers. Whew, big stems. Okay. I don't know where you buy your flowers, but if you do arranging, make sure you get something nice, because you don't want an arrangement that doesn't have nice flowers in it. Okay. Now, there's that. We have finished portion. Right there. Okay. Now, I'm going to turn this at an angle because I need to reach up here. Before I do that, let me go ahead and put my little rosebuds on before I forget. Then I'll have to fess up to something else I did out of order. Oh, goodness. put a rosebud right there. Oops. These little guys are small. Oops. I am out of it. Oops. Because I moved that a minute ago, didn't I? I'm going to put one here on each one of these. There's 3 little pieces down here, and I want to put a flower on each one for a total of 4, excuse me. I can't even count. And here's my 4th one. These little flowers I used in another project recently when I did my spools. If you've not seen that, I wish that you would please go and look at it. My rosette vintage spools. I used vintage wooden spools, and I used rosettes, and turned out really cute. I really like it. In fact, I have it here in my craft room, and I love it. As you know, I am losing things because there's just too much stuff on my desk. I will have to look for the little flowers because they have a habit of disappearing on me. I'm going to put this down, but I don't want to put that on right now because I'm going to work on this part right here. Now, let's see here. I have some ribbon that I'm going to use, and I put the extra ribbon over there, but I have a piece cut. Let's see here. Here it is. Okay, and we are going to put this on first, as I still am covered in glue. Okay, I'm going to cut this. This is a beautiful ribbon. It's got a lace on it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of crisscross them, like so, and I'm going to glue it. And then I'm just going to glue that one on top. And that makes the lace, like so, hang down. Now, the thing that I want to add next, if the glue will, or the hot glue will let me go, it's kind of like being in a spider web and you can't get out. I'm going to put my white pearls. I used the other pearls a moment ago, the pink, and these are white. And I need to, I think, adjust my camera just a little bit so that you can see me better. Actually, not see me, but see my hands in the project. Okay. I've added that. I'm doing these in layers. And the reason I'm doing them in layers is because I want them to lay a certain way or hang a certain way. And so that's what I'm doing. Let's see here if I can. Nope, that's definitely the wrong way, isn't it? Okay. Well, I don't know. That's not too bad, is it? No. Okay. Now, I have pink lace and I have green lace. Now, on my pearls, I just simply glued them and left them in one piece. But now on these, I'm going to glue them again. And I am going to cross them, just like I did a while ago, just to where they glue together. See, it makes them kind of stand out a little bit more. See how they're, yeah. Then I'm going to take those, I'm going to glue them, and I'm going to glue them on top. Okay, now we've got another layer, and the last layer we're going to do is the green. Love this green. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's kind of a sagey green. Love that color. Whoops, I'm going the wrong way here. Cut it in half. You don't have to do it this way. I just prefer to do it this way. Everybody has their own way of doing something, and just because yours is different doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means you like to do it a different way. Whoops, put that way up there too high. Okay, now we have that. Then I'm going to add that on top of the pink. Now, I'm going to spread the pink apart Where's my other piece, pink? There it is. How they can get going in different directions, I don't know, but they do. So I'm going to kind of put this one kind of in the middle of the pink. Okay. So that is what we're going to have. Okay. Now up here at the top, remember the mirror image, one is on one side and one is on the other. Okay. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Okay, got that going. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to use, look at my bowl of roses. Aren't those pretty? I've been swiping them. Can you see? It has a lid and it sits over on my bling table. Like so. But I've been swiping them so for this project. So yesterday I went to Hobby Lobby and guess what I bought? I bought another spray, not a spray, but a whole flower, I guess it's spray. It's a whole thing of flowers. And I have to tell myself again, I'm telling you, I went to the store and on my cell phone, I pull up the coupon, but sometimes it doesn't pull up, especially at Hobby Lobby or at Michael's. There we go. We got our first rose. So anyway, I bought several things and I always spend too much in that store. They see me coming and they know there she comes. So anyway, I left. I bought the flowers. They were not on sale. They were $12 for a bouquet of flowers. And you know, I forgot to use my coupon. Took it with me. Absolutely forgot it. I can't believe I never forget to use a coupon. If I can get a discount, I'm going to use it. Well, guess what? I didn't get a discount. I paid full price for these. Or the ones that are laying over there, I paid full price. Now, this is a different flowers. These are roses. This is a different flower, excuse me. And I'm not really sure what it is. Kind of like a dahlia. I'm not sure. Kind of doesn't look like a dahlia either. I'm not sure what it is. But we're going to call it a flower. And we're going to go down in there between those flowers, those three. And we are going to put this one. Now, this one is kind of a cream with a blush on it. And a blush just means a light amount. Let's see here. I have 1, 2, 3. Let's see, how many roses do I have? I have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 roses, and so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put one over here. Okay. Now, that doesn't mean that you ignore the 3, 6, or 3, 7, 9, 5, 7, 9 rule. It just means that I'm going to add something else. Okay, this flower right here is a smaller version of the one we just put there. So we're going to add it. Remember now, I'm looking at my other arrangement down here on the, it's actually leaning over here beside me. Making sure that your ribbon stays. You don't want to glue your ribbon down up there, okay? So there. Okay, now the next type of rose we use are these right here. There is one thing I need to add, and this is going to be it right here. If you get a flower, or not a flower, but anything that you're trying to work with, and it looks a little wonky, like so, because it's kind of been scrunched up, maybe when you bought it. But the thing is that you can use your hot glue, and you can unwonky it. I don't think that's a word. But we're just going to pretend, okay? Why not? Okay. Now, that leaf, the one that doesn't want to behave itself, we're totally out of frame, aren't we? Sorry about that. The one that doesn't want to behave itself, well, that's okay because we're going to fix it. I hate watching a video and the people get out of frame and they don't realize it. I don't realize it. And then you're thinking, oh, I can't see. I want to see. So forgive me for that because I do try, but it's hard. Oh, look at that little wonky leaf. He says, okay, I'm going to behave. You just put some hot glue on me. Okay, there we go. He's there. Now, I'm going to put that there. Now, I'm going to take one of these roses, these paper roses, and I'm going to cut him off. Come on. I don't know if I'm not strong today or if these are extra strong. You know what? I think I'm going to exchange that one for a longer piece, and I'm just going to do that. Okay? That way I get a bigger gluing area. And this one is going to go, whoops, up at the top. Now the view I have laying down is a different view that you have when it's standing up. Okay? Now, I'm covered in strands, Okay, we are going to add some carnations. When I was dealing with flowers and working in my yard, I used to know a lot more about flowers than I seem to know about today. I guess if you don't use it, you lose it. But my niece that I was telling you about that lived with us, I always tried to teach her the names of trees and birds and flowers and things like that. And you know what? She's actually better than I am now. She's younger. She can remember better than I can. Oh, that's funny. Okay, let's see here. We got another one right here. And let's go ahead and put that one there. Okay. You don't want our flowers scrunched. Whoops, we're getting out of focus again. You can't see me. Okay, let's see here. Let's get this camera off. Okay. I think I'm going to have to put it down here because it just simply will not be in focus up there because it's too long and my hand can only reach so far. So we will put it right there. Okay, now we have a leaf. Now this leaf is not, whoa, don't get those scissors. No, we won't be able to cut fabric, will we? Are not rose leaves, but when you're making an arrangement and you're using different kinds of flowers, I say it's okay if you want to use something else. Because that's what I do. Okay. Now, I need a leaf over here. Looking down at my example, which is my first project, I know that I am going to need a leaf under here. And when you have your leaf, don't leave it flat. Okay? It's got a wire in it. Also, if you spend more money on your flowers, they will have a wire in them. Those wires allow you to make it kind of, well, I can't really see what I'm doing, but on this other side, I just kind of made it go like that. Just kind of like this. You don't want it flat. Let's see. We're going to need another leaf. And we are going to put this leaf. Whoops. Boy, those strings, they do like me. Okay, let's put this one down over here. Okay. Now, if we put it there, this one doesn't, I don't think it has its wire. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but that's okay because we're going to cover it up. We are going to use some different flowers. We are going to use, let's see here, this one. I'm having to look down here to see what we're going to use. Hope this isn't running too long. Let's see here. Let's go ahead. We're starting to bring our flowers down. If you notice, I don't know if you can really see it. I'm going to turn it this way. If I turn it too much, I won't be able to work on it. That's not a good thing either. So let's see here. We have another. Let's see here. We have two over there. We have two over here. And I am going to add, whoops. I'm going to add one right in there. Okay, come on. You need to glue down now. Stay down there. Pull your leaf, or your flower petal, excuse me, up over it, because you don't want to be able to see down in there. Okay. Now, there are some, whoops, wrong flower there. Here's another one. Okay, let's see here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and now we are going to use these flowers. And they don't want to come apart either. I think my flowers are fighting me today. That's okay. Now, let's go ahead and let me see here. Just 1 second. I am dropping things on the floor. There's that one we need, and this one, and this one. See, we're dropping several on the floor. And there's one down here. Just 1 second. I am glad I was able to reach it, or else I would have had to go all the way around. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's see here. We're going to use a bigger one of my paper flowers. You don't want them to have them all the same size or all the same color. Okay, now we have these right here, and I am going to put one, let's see where they are, one over on the side. Okay, we're going to put this one right under here. Well, you can't really tell, but it makes such a difference. Okay, now we are going to take this one. You don't want everything to be the same. Nope, 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 nope. We are going to stick him over here. He's going to kind of go like that. And then we are going to add another one. Let's see here. Try to pull him down a little bit. Let's see here. We have another one, and he is 1, 2. Let me see. 1, 2. This thing is a little hard to see. Let's see, because those are kind of covered up a little bit. Aha. Okay. We have it more up in here. Okay. Remember, I said I counted all these out before I started? Now you know why. If you don't use them all, something's missing. Now, I do have to say, I do have a few extras, but I know what those are. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's start adding these little ones. They're so cute. They're so small. Okay. Now, I have about 3 of those. I have more right here. They come like in a little cluster, like so. And you take them and you cut them off, whatever you want. And we're going to glue this on. Whoops, I don't think I have enough glue on there. We don't want him falling down, that's for sure. Oops, let's see here. Remember I said you don't want to mess up your ribbon, so he's trying to stick to that ribbon. We don't want that. There we go. Only he's really not behaving himself. Okay. You're not going to work like that, are you? Okay. I am going to cut him off a little shorter and move him up. Okay, let's see if we can't get you to behave yourself. I know none of you talk to yourself. I know you don't. Sometimes my husband has to tell me to be quiet when I'm in the office over there across the hall because I talk to myself too much. I don't know if you do that, but I'm on Pinterest. Oh, let's go over and check out my boards. It's Hazel Marie Ankrum. And, oh, I just like all kinds of things. You can find crafts, flowers, birds, religious quotes, toe painting, Tuscan, oh, you name it. It's over there. And I am going to add this other one right here, and I think we're just about finished. I can't believe it. Can you? It took forever, seems like. Okay, now I'm going to zoom back out and see if we can get this whole thing in frame. Are we all the way out? Well, let's see here. What's the best way? I think sideways, maybe. Can you see? There is the flower arrangement. And that's on the side. Let's see if I can turn it to where you can see it. When these are big, whoo, yeah, big project. You can't always see them. Now, I may tweak this a little bit once I get it side by side because I do want them to look the same. And I'll show you a picture in just a moment. Thank you so much for stopping by. This was a lot of fun. I hope you'll give it a try. You can start on a small frame if you don't feel comfortable doing a big one. Get you some lace, get you some cloth, and get you some flowers. Just have fun with it and enjoy yourself. And don't try the biggest thing if you don't feel comfortable. Try something smaller. So thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. Bye.